Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make some face masks that are almost N93 compatible and comparable with those two out of some simple cheap face masks that you can buy just about anywhere that you can get. You can get the round ones, you can get the oval ones. These $8 at Big Lots. Bought those last year though. It's 50 to a pack. That's the round face mask. That's what you see over here. And these are actually two of these put together with a HEPA filter in the middle of it. So I'll show you how that works. First, we have to take a HEPA filter, which is simply a vacuum cleaner bag. As you can see, it's on there. I'm just going to tear off the cardboard that goes into the vacuum cleaner. We won't be needing that. And you'll need a trash bag, which I have right there. Take your scissors. You're going to cut the corners off. And you're just going to basically cut the top corner and the bottom corner. This bag opens up to be double the width as you see it now. So you'll get twice as many patterns out of it. When you open the bag, it'll unfold in the middle on both ends. So now you've got a round bag. What you want to do is find the seam on the side, and you just want to cut through the bag. You don't want to cut the bag in two because you won't be able to use it. Just cut down the edge. There's two side seams. You'll know them because they have the press button on the side of it. Now you have a HEPA bag with a hole in it, but you have twice the area. So what I'm going to do now is take my filter, my template, that would be for one of these type masks. I've got one already cut out here. You're going to lay your filter, you're going to lay your template down rather, and you're just going to take a pencil and draw a circle around it. You're going to do that all across through all your patterns, and you usually get about eight pieces out of one HEPA filter. So that's the filter. Now for the pattern. Here's one already cut out from that piece of fabric. It's cloth on both sides, so you have no fiberglass, nothing impurity debris. These are HEPA filters. These are masks. They're pleated and they go back together and they pull apart. So what you want to do is find the top. Usually these masks I bought already have the nose brim in it. It's already got a stiff wire in there. Now the top of those on both sides, you're going to lay the HEPA filter on the inside to where it lines up to the top of the mask. You're going to take the other one, do the same thing. And the reason you're using two masks to make one is because when you breathe through the first mask, or you breathe through just one of these, you're not getting any filtration other than dust. This will not stop bacteria, germs, or anything else. Stop a little bit of dust. When you put the HEPA filter in the middle, it's just like in your home, your high-vac system, your home furnace system, your vacuum cleaner where you vacuum the floor. This stops all allergens, bacteria, dust up to, I think, 0.7 microns. So this is equivalent to an N95 mask minus a few percent, so I just call it an N93 mask. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this and put it together. You've got the top part. You see that bottom sticking out. Don't worry about that because this mask will be pulled down a little bit later and folded over to where it comes together. These little pieces here you see, these are pipe cleaners. If you didn't have a wire in the top of that, you would put one of these in here and sew it on there, and that would give you the wire that goes in here. You get pipe cleaners real cheap at hobby stores. So the first one you do We'll take it, we're going to lay it under the, and they always have it. So basically, I've got white thread in this. It just, I'm not going to be seen anyhow. When you get to the end, you're just going to lock your stitch, back it up a little. Go forward, that's just going to lock your stitch a little bit, keep it from coming apart. Now when you get out, if you got a better sewing machine than I got, well, you won't have all these threads running around. Now we're getting to the other side. Here comes the tricky part. You're going to take these two and pull them out to the full size, full width of the pattern, because you want this piece to be down to the end so you can sew it inside of the other just like the top was. So it doesn't matter what this looks like up here. You're going to get your edge under here again. You're going to make sure you got a piece up here, and you have to pull it out to make sure you're sewing it in and not sewing it way behind it here, because you want this when it expands to see the full length or the full width of the mask. So we've got that. We've got it caught into the bottom. There we go. And if it sticks out a little bit, it can be trimmed off. So we're going to sew this, and this is a little bit of a curve. Good. Lock it back in there. Okay. We're going to sew the top so you have a full mask. Since that part is sticking out, it doesn't look so good, so this is the whole mask. So you have to pull the bottom and the top out, line the bottom up with the white HEPA filter, do the same with the top, and you're ready to sew your mask together. You make sure you get it completely lined up, because you're going to be sewing a little bit crooked. Since that mask stretches out, you've got a bulging part at the top. You want to make sure you got this in the bottom so it doesn't stick out the top. If it does stick out the top, you can always trim it off. Okay. Now we've got this one in here. Locked in. As you can see, I sewed that one just a little bit crooked on the off side. Like I say, these masks are made for, it's as even as you can get it for the mask. And we're going to sew that shut. Okay. So we've got another end finished. Final end will be this side, and you got 2 ear loops on each end, because you double the, and you don't want to put these under there or you sew them together, so you make sure that they're on the outside. Those out. What she's been doing is taking the black thread back out so you don't see it. That was just helping her to line the mask up, hold them together, and everything like that. So when you get finished with these, you have to trim off your threads on these too. This is still an N95 mask, N93 mask. That gives you a full HEPA filter mask minus the black thread that we've used for basting just to hold in place. This bends, so that makes your face mask. When you put the face mask on, you're going to have a full face mask. You bend the metal down to where you need it to form a pocket over your face. And if you fix it just right, you can use one band at the bottom, and you can put one band at the top like they do in the hospitals, and it secures the top and the bottom both in. You'll get condensation come up if you wear glasses, so you can adjust your mask down a little bit further or a little bit higher. And that is how you make either one of the two masks. And like I say, you can find these cheap dust masks usually at Lowe's or some Amazon department stores. They're not meant for hospital use. So when you find those, cutting grass, keeping allergies out of you. And like I said, these I got at Big Lots. They were disposable, comfortable face masks, lightweight, economical. $8 for a package of 50. Of course, now with the virus going around, they'll want $80 to $120 for a box of these. So I just happen to have those at a good price. And that's the way you sew your own face mask.